Hi friends, this week we're exploring Death Valley, and this national park boasts the lowest point in North America. However, today we'll be viewing that spot from one of the highest viewpoints in the park. Join me as we soak in Dante's view. Located in the Black Mountains, about 25 miles from the Visitor Center at Furnace Creek, this overlook features some of the most spectacular sights in the park. At over 5,500 feet above Badwater Basin below, you have panoramic views of Telescope Peak and the Panamint Range across the lakebed below. While impressive views can be seen right from the parking lot, I encourage you to explore if you have the time. There are two main trails to explore here, one to the north and one to the south. Let's head to the Viewpoint south. On very clear days, you can even see Mount Whitney from here, making it possible to view both the lowest point and the highest point in the lower 48 states of the US. Not too shabby. If you take the full out and back trail to the south, you'll hike about 3/4 of a mile with 240 feet in elevation change and beautiful views the entire way. The jagged, loose gravel can make parts of this hike a little bit sketchy, but this is actually one of Death Valley's shorter, sweeter hikes with unbeatable views. Anytime you plan a Death Valley visit, make sure to check the weather and road conditions prior to visiting. This can be an unforgiving natural environment, so always explore within your safety and skill level, and always bring twice as much water as you think you might need. And of course, please remember all the leave no trace principles on your visit. Whether you just stop at the parking lot or hike to the north, south, or both trails, this is a great quick stop which can be enjoyed any time of day in under an hour. But make sure that you bring layers when you visit. These high points can get quite breezy and temperatures can fluctuate quite a bit. In fact, on my last Death Valley winter visit, the road leading here was completely closed due to snow and recent storms. There are nearly 1,000 miles of paved and unpaved roads to explore here in Death Valley, but they're not all always open. In fact, we were super excited to enjoy Dante's view at sunset, but because of the snow coming in, we're gonna have to make other plans today. You might not think of snow when you think of Death Valley, but it definitely can happen in this national park. However, I was incredibly grateful that this trip, the roads were clear and open for our visit to Dante's view. The road leading to this famous overlook is 13 miles and completely paved, but it does get windy along the way, so always check weather conditions before your visit. There are multiple information panels right off the parking area at the overlook here at Dante's View, so make sure to take time to read about the history and the fascinating topography of this incredible area. The trail to the north leads to the official Dante's View, and at approximately 3/4 of a mile round trip with 200 feet in elevation change, it's an easy hike. But if you're up for a substantially more challenging hike, you can continue on this trail all the way to Mount Perry, which adds another 8 miles and 2,000 feet in elevation gain to this hike. The gravel path here leads to a rocky outcropping and some of the most unobstructed views in the entire park. It's no wonder this is one of the most famous Death Valley spots to enjoy sunset. Nate's getting a few photos. The parking area's there. We first hiked down to the south viewpoint, and then for sunset, we went up to the northern viewpoint here at Dante's View. So it's been a fun evening, and the hikes are really pretty gentle here. Gravel path, but short and sweet. While a Dante's View visit is fun any time of day, don't forget how gorgeous the night sky can be here. It was a little bit of a mad dash because, of course, when the sun sets here, it gets dark really quickly. But now we are set up and we're going to see if we can catch some stars. So I'll share that with you next if we get any here tonight at Dante's View. Death Valley is known for some of the best stargazing in America as a gold-tier dark sky park, the highest rating of darkness. You can't beat watching the night sky here. Also, if you're a Star Wars fan, you may be aware that several spots inside Death Valley National Park have been featured in the films. So if this spot looks a bit familiar, it was actually a Tatooine spaceport overlook. Thank you so much for joining me today at Dante's View. And for more information, see my full blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com, where I also have an entire Death Valley section, complete with over a dozen blog posts and a Death Valley travel guide with a pinpoint locations and driving directions to some of my favorite spots in the park. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next week, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye.